in this chapter, we finally Robin goes and reads the Harley. We get the reveal of the first world, the second world, and the third world. We get the mural that the entire community went crazy for. Funny enough, Frankie's standing in the middle. I don't know why it wasn't Robin. Um, but any thoughts on this mural, boys?
I'd like to hear Animax's opinions because he usually goes way more into depth with like this kind of lore building stuff.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing that there's so much that can be taken from this, right? It's like it's specific enough to see certain things, but very vague at the same time. So you see like different races, including Nika, and then like the robot, and Fishman, and
Even a
mer
mermaid princess.
mermaid
Yeah.
princess, and ships and stuff attacking like this giant demon who's holding a sun, which is like, what the fuck is a Nika the sun? Like, like it's vague enough to to confuse you, but then you also clearly see, the moon is there. You see devices that look like the drawings on the moon civilization. You see the Noah.
Yeah, there's a lot of little things, but I don't know. Like I just don't know what this is trying to depict.
Well,
I
I
think
War.
it's
assume
It's
the
a
war, yeah.
battle, well, obviously
I think
between
it's definitely confirming
gods.
that the various races were working together.
Mm-hmm.
The minks, the sea uh, fishmen, the um, Lunarians, and stuff. They were all working together against the evil
Mm-hmm.
guys, right? Which is something we've been speculating, that Joy Boy united the races in the war against Emu, right?
Emu and the Celestial Dragons, I assume, right?
Mhm.
What is the name
But
of or the ancient weapons again? We got Pluton,
Poseidon and Uranus.
Poseidon, and Uranus.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think like the whole laser going down and destroying an entire island could be associated with like a sun-like power, but it also could be a metaphor like just flying too close to the sun, right? Trying
Yeah.
to become a god as a human.
Yeah,
And then I'm
I think Adabak's
yeah.
onto something. It's like we have these gods or these beasts, demons, monsters, whatever the fuck they are, and it's like everyone's uniting with Nika to take them on.
Yeah, or at least the people that were like subjugated for so long.
Yes.
Obviously, celestial dragons aren't part of that group, but there probably will be some like Shanks.
Yeah. Interesting. Why do we think
And there was this
Frankie's in
whole
the
thing.
middle of it?
Yeah, that could end up being significant. We'll see. Like he is right where the Adam tree is, and he
Hmm.
is obviously associated with the Adam tree because he's the carpenter.
Do
But
we
I don't
think
know
he's
if I'm just
covering
reading too much
something? Do
into
we
it.
think he's covering something of
Ooh, I
importance?
I would be shocked if he's not. Now that you mention it.
Because like if you put Robin, maybe she's not big enough to cover something. So Frankie
Mm,
was there. He's in front of the
I
Adam
like it.
tree.
I like it. Yeah, I could see that. But what do you think about the stuff that's like they will not meet? They will not meet. They will surely meet in the third world. Like, what do you guys think about that
Hmm.
switch and what's meeting? Maybe we can leave it like if we don't know, we don't know. I'm just wondering if you guys have any theories.
Where are you seeing the in the first world and they will never meet.
Every last line, and they will never
And
meet,
they will
and
never
they will
meet.
never meet,
And they will
and they will
surely meet.
surely meet.
Hmm. Animac, any thoughts on that?
It's okay. Yeah, we don't need to if we don't need to force it if we don't know, but just interesting. Switch.
Within the earth there was yeah, I think I just need to read this again as well. But maybe we'll do that after. Or should I read it out loud for everybody?
Read it out loud for everybody. Why not?
The
Yeah.
first world. Within the earth there was fire. Mankind succumbed to greed and touched the forbidden sun. The enslaved prayed, and the sun god appeared. The earth god raged, and with its serpent of hellfire shrouded the world in death and darkness, and they will never meet. The earth god raged, and with its serpent of hellfire shrouded the world in death and darkness, and they will never meet.
Yeah, the Earth God to me sounds like potentially celestial dragons. They're trying to present themselves as gods, and then Serpent of Hellfire could be Emu, whatever is represented by that evil power there.
Yeah, it's so it's so interesting yet so vague.
Yeah,
You know what
so
I mean?
I guess it's like so the first world here, mankind did something greedy and touched the forbidden sun, and then the people that are being enslaved and like maybe the fishmen and certain these races prayed, and then Nika appears to help save the day, right? But then
I'm guessing that is referring to the artificial sun, which was created as like a modern technology that allows so much, but can obviously be abused, right?
I think so. I think so. It's like they harness the sun and they're using it for these weapons and these
Wait,
terrible
that's
things.
like that's the Eternal Flame, right?
Yes. And
Yeah,
look
could
at one of
definitely do
these
that.
gods. One of the gods is holding a sun. So it's not like the actual sun god. He's getting the eternal flame and using it for something negative, right?
Yep. So
The
there's an
greed.
Earth God, there's a Sun God, and there's a Forest God in the next part as well.
And a sea god.
All right, let me read the second world. The second world, within the void, there was breath. The forest god tamed demons, and the sun spread the fires of war. Those of
What the
Go
fuck
ahead.
does that mean? Within the void there was breath. Like fuck, oh, like, come on.
In the void, there was
There was
breath.
breathing, bro. There was life.
What breath? What breath?
The voice
bro?
of all things.
What
bro.
void?
No, I don't know, man.
What I found really cool was after that it says those of the half moon dreamed the will of D, maybe. Those of the moon dreamed. Those of the moon dreamed. There was people on the moon at this time, I guess, prior to the void's entry. Man killed the sun and became God, and the sea god stormed, and they will never meet. So we know that Nika didn't win last time, right?
Yeah, exactly. So that sounds like the sun god was defeated, and the celestial dragons became gods because
gods.
that's
Yeah,
what they
exactly.
claim.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And Imo-sama, this monster potentially, became God.
And the sea god storm. So there was been like I think even maybe you did a theory video about it too, Animac, about potentially Emu having a sea devil fruit or something like that.
And
Which would
the
be
s-
insane, but
Man killed the sun and became God, and the sea god stormed. Maybe this is why devil fruits. Maybe they like the devil. That's why devil fruits started to hate man after like what happened, and that's why they can't swim. I don't know. That's just out of nowhere. Anyway, the third world. Within the chaos, there was emptiness. Great. Within the chaos, there was emptiness.
Yeah.
The inconvenient remnants recall the promised day and hear the voice of the half moon.
the voice of D, right?
Yeah.
The inconvenient remnants would be the remnants of the races that weren't wiped out, even though they tried to wipe them out. So like
Ooh, yeah, I like that.
Lunarians,
I like that.
Lunarians and fishmen and what's it called? The Buccaneers.
Yeah.
So you know King is gonna be there for the final fight for sure.
The sun god dances and laughs, guiding the world to its end. The sun returns and brings a new morning, and they will surely meet.
Yeah, so that'll be like the ending of One Piece there.
Yeah. The whole thing is based on Dawn, right? The beginning is called Romance Dawn, the 1st chapter. So it's always been about that morning, that symbolic morning. But who will surely meet, bro? Who?
I don't know. It could be Luffy and like Emu or something. I don't know.
A fucking Dumbledore, I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably not supposed, but like this, they will meet with this seems to be when the fighting is over, right? The sun returns and brings a new morning, and they will surely meet. That almost seems to be like an after epilogue kind of thing.
Yeah, and that
see.
might be a hint to what the One Piece is.
Mm,
The
yeah.
pieces will meet. The seas will meet. I don't know.
Oh. Interesting, boys.
Yeah.
Do we think Enel is going to come down from the moon? They will surely meet.
For fuck's sakes, Enel should do something.
Yeah, dude.
Purely based on like how much the community in general always talks about him coming back, I would be shocked with I think it's just headcanon now that he's definitely coming back.
Oh my god.
It'd be funny if the final battle like is like raging and all this shit, and then just like in the background somewhere you see Enel like smashing like a villain just like with a lightning bolt out of nowhere, and is never mentioned again.
Boys,
Yeah, what
boys,
role will he play? You know what I mean? That's
take
what I'm
in.
wondering.
Yo, so we see the Noah. Above the Noah, we see Enel's arc shooting a lightning bolt.
Oh,
Oh my goodness gracious. It happened in the past, it'll happen again.
it does look like a flying ship, right?
Yeah, dude, it looks
Yeah,
just
for
like
sure.
the
It's
Noah.
in the air and everything.
Not the Noah. It looks just like the Arc Maxim. I love why I remember it's called the Arc Maxim. I don't remember anything else in this fucking series.
Yeah, this is gonna be so interesting once the show is over. It's gonna be so interesting to go back to this and like.
I assume it's
find
not
all
actually the Arc Maxim, rather it's a flying device used by the Moon civilization that Enel rediscovered because he's a descendant of those people, right?
Yeah, something like that. Also, like it's not like he engineered this and designed it himself. I'm sure he based it off of something, and
Yeah,
probably
exactly.
off of this, which was made
Also,
in the past.
guys, with Nika, there is a giant with horns, which to me is Loki.
With
I believe that's
Nika.
going to be Loki
Yeah, that definitely gives
joining
it-
Luffy.
Well,
Mhm.
Loki equivalent. You know, we have that robot from Egghead. We have samurai-looking guys, so people from Wano. We have fishmen. We have Poseidon, Minx. We have another Elbaf-looking guy. A bunch of ships, of regular-looking ships, regular-looking people. So kind of the fleet.
I love it. This
we
is
have
normal. This is a
people
normal
riding-
fish.
People riding Neptunians. We have a guy with wings, Lunarian,
Yeah.
large wings.
Apparently, there's a ship that has Alabas's flag on it.
Yeah, I heard that too. But
Yeah,
I
it
don't remember
does.
What
It
their,
does.
What
I
their
see
thing
it.
looks like.
Yeah, so that to me shows like kind of the alliance of all our guys right now fighting against Emu. Like that has to be that.
Yeah, and including I've heard before that like Kaido and stuff will.
And plus the other guys on that
Right,
other
will
boat
be.
that seems to be facing against our guys look like they're wearing like spacesuits. See?
Oh my god, that's true. Yeah, so those are the
Celestial
celestial
Dragon.
dragons on the side of the monsters
Mhm.
or the gods, whatever the fuck they are. Anyway,
Yeah, and so, yeah, you're right. The sun being held up there could be referring to the weapon that destroys islands.
yeah, this eternal flame as well, right? Anyway, the next chapter is on the Mountain Eater.